It seems like the deputy governor spending the initial minutes here of this press are really trying to defend some of the measures that we've seen from the PBOC of late.
Well, I think the issue has been, has the central bank and has the government in general done enough to support the economy? The recovery has been much weaker than people had expected, obviously much weaker than people had hoped. The central bank has cut rates recently in June. Is there more coming? There's a broad expectation that there is. There is a question, though, of how effective the central bank can be. One of the problems has been credit demand. By cutting interest rates, is that going to get people to borrow more? And then just in terms of when people do borrow, when corporates do borrow, what are they going to do with that money? There is this concern that a lot of companies are going to borrow and use that money to pay off their existing debt, which they have on their books at higher rates, and so that's not going to do very much for the real economy at the present.
Yeah, John, you guys have put out a fantastic piece here. I'm going to plug that for our viewers here. The options that China still has in terms of just being able to stimulate its economy. The reason I bring that up is on Monday we have a flurry of data coming out. You have the activity numbers, you have property data. I believe you have the one-year financing rate as well. Talk us through the options beyond the PBOC here that China has at its disposal.
Well, the thing that the focus most recently has turned to fiscal policy. What can the central government do in terms of spending to help get the economy going again? One idea, one big issue that the country has been dealing with is the high level of debt at the local government level. And so one suggestion that's been bantered about is that the central government could take some of that debt off of the local government books and put it onto its own books. That would be one way to give local governments the room to, again, start investing, to start spending, and then potentially get the economy going that way.